Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. I am like hours late, guys. I apologize for that. But I was delayed for my first session and I rescheduled it because I was determined. And we had wind and rain and the Wi-Fi kept going in and out. So I rescheduled again and I did go live my third time. And guess what? I I went live my hour and a half and I never, ever, ever, never, ever on the stream clicked go live. So I was just actually talking for like hour and a half, timer going off, thanking everyone, all of that, all the good jazz, snaz, and stuff. And forgot. So with determination, um, I'm back on again. I'm back on again. I did invite quite a few people, but that was for the 8:50 session. So I know it is late now. It's almost 12 p.m., but I guess I will stream and someone will catch it. I'm coming on tonight. I will say now tonight. And I'm coming from Set Mentoring Solutions. What Set Mentoring Solutions is a structured, strategic mentoring program. And as it stands, I will be doing a relaunch for Set Mentoring Solutions. A relaunch. Yes, I will be relaunching Set Mentoring Solutions. I will come back. That's information on another time. But anyway, tonight I am coming before you all with the topic on bullying. Okay. My question to educators and parents, caregivers, possibly even social workers, with school having just started not long ago, my first question is, how has the 2023-24 school year begun? Have you noticed any bullying tendencies, or timidness? Okay, I asked those questions with a focus to assist the bullied while helping the bully. Everything that I'm going to share tonight is statistically drawn information. It is documented under government or what have you. I'm just going to enlighten you on a few things. I would like to share what Set Mentoring Solution is all about. That will be following. I would recommend, and I will recommend throughout this video, I would recommend that you guys follow my Set Mentoring Solutions page on Facebook. Follow my Set Mentoring Solutions page, which is a page on Facebook. This is for staying up to date purposes, events, functions, fundraisers, recruits. I will be looking for recruits, that's another discussion. But I would advise that you follow my Set Mentoring Solutions page. I would advise very, 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 very importantly, before we go into anything, that you would subscribe to my YouTube page, my YouTube channel, pardon me, because eventually I am going to branch off from a lot of my streams from Set Mentoring Solutions and Bridging the Gap. And a lot of the main info will be on my YouTube channel. So I would recommend that you follow my YouTube channel. Okay? And it says bystanders underneath. That's not related to you all, but that will come in throughout my session. Okay, so this is my Let Me Inspire You to YouTube channel, and underneath is Bridging the Gap, which is a informational group on Facebook that discusses various things, various things. So I would advise that you follow all three, okay? And I'll thank you in advance, guys. I know it's late. No one's on, but it's okay. I'm going to do my stream. I was delayed. But I want to discuss bullying, okay? Why does bullying happen? Bullying can be defined in a very, 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 very broad aspect, if I may say. Bullying covers a lot of the reasonings in our youth today. Okay? And bullying has become a big issue. It is a great deal, and it signifies a lot. Why does bullying happen? And I'm going to share documented information. That's my focus. And I have gathered quite a bit to share with you all on this session. Why does bullying happen? Any student, through no fault of their own, may be a target of bullying. Okay? Any student. It could be any student. And remember, these students, parents, are your children. Okay? Educators, these students are someone's child. And any student, through no fault of their own, may be a target of bullying. Bullying is a relationship problem. Students are bullied for lots of reasons. Sometimes they are bullied because they are different, simple, or because they are clever, smarter than, and you find that a lot. You know, as an educator, 18 years in sped, You find that a lot because when a student does not feel intelligent or intelligent enough or as intelligent as the next one, they seem to carry low self-esteem. Low self-esteem has a tendency to act out in various ways. Various ways. And one of the main factors of that acting out is becoming a bully. Because you don't know your worth. You feel like people are looking at you less than because you have low self-esteem. And various reasons. Okay? So it goes with the clever as well as being popular. Then you find this big bad wolf that wants to bully now. But hear this. It can be caused by differences in race, sexuality, religion, disabilities and abilities, weight, and we're going to touch on that in another session. Weight, height, or anything that creates difference between one child and another. At other times, they are simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. They may not know we know that does occur, being at the wrong place in the wrong in the wrong time. But how do you signify when? There's red flags. Teach your kids about the gut feeling. Teach your children about red flags. Teach your children how to react. When they're amongst a group of their peers and something doesn't feel right. To know how to get out of the possibility of the bullying mentality helps a lot. Okay, students who bully sometimes have problems and they're unhappy. They may be trying to make up for a lack of attention. And we know that, again, educators working in education, we know that there are a lot of students, and it goes back to those students that are not as clever as intellectually delayed, developmentally delayed, IEP bound, prone. There's various reasons that create these things. They may be trying, and those are the main ones. They unhappy, they have problems, they have the IEP, they this and that, and nothing really matters. But get this, we must stomp out bullying. Bullying has to go. Bullying is a creator and a cause of many, 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 many things. Okay, and I am going to touch on the many things that bullying causes. Okay, power or love in their own lives. Students try to get these hold on guys, I'm sorry. Students who bully sometimes have problems and are unhappy. They may be trying to make up for their own make up for a lack of attention, power, or love in their own lives. By bullying, they try to get these in their own lives. These students need to feel powerful, and there's a lot of students that need to feel powerful. They don't adhere to the authority of an adult. And we find that in a lot of our teens today, and many of our teens today, because of what they struggle with. Because of what they struggle with. So they want to feel powerful and seem to enjoy harming others. But where does bullying lead? What is the big necessity to stomp out bullying? Why is it so necessary to stomp out bullying? We're going to get to that. Okay? And this is a focus of SET Mentoring Solutions. As I believe I mentioned earlier, SET Mentoring Solutions is a mentoring program, a strategic mentoring program, structured and aligned to fulfill the needs of our youth today. And with bullying being such an impact and so impactful on our youth, their behavior, what they do to others, the causes behind it all. We have to stomp out bullying. You could go to stomping out bullying, or I'll get to it, .gov. It's a heavy issue. It's a very, 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 very heavy issue. And it will be one of the main focuses with the relaunch of SET Mentoring Solutions, which I will share with you all about the relaunch at a later date. Okay? And believe it or not, guys, bullies often do not even understand. The majority of the times, bullies do not understand the feelings of the person that they're bullying. They do not have a clue. They're doing it for whatever their reasons are, whatever their causes are, whatever it is why they're doing it. But do they have a full understanding of a concept? You may ask them why you're doing this, and they may say they don't know. That's why my last statement in the opening of this session was assisting the bully while helping the bullied. Assisting the bullied while helping the bully. Assisting the bullied while helping the bully. The bullied need assistance. The bully needs help. You can break that down. Okay? Those who persistently bully often do so in order to dominate others and prove their own social status. Again, working in spade, you come across so many students that lack the ability of positive, adequate social skills. So when they lack the knowledge to develop social skills, okay? They have a missing link of proper interaction, okay? And that creates many things, all right? Your average bully, more than not, lacks social skills in some way, form, or fashion. They lack it, okay? So it creates some other stuff. Bullying often comes from a belief that it is okay. They feel like it's okay to act that way. And when you say low self-esteem to no self-esteem, when you say intellectually, when you just name what goes under SPED for one, you know, even though the regular gen ed, they're not exempt from this. I'm just saying what our SPED students, children, suffer with that makes it even more difficult to cope in situations such as bullying, whether they're the bullied or the bully. Okay? Sometimes they don't even know that what they're doing is bullying behavior. And it's true. As much as we don't want to believe it, it's true. Or they don't understand how much hurt and anxiety they cause. A lot of them don't even know they cause anxiety. They have anxiety themselves. They don't even know what it is. They don't know what it is. Okay? I'm going to touch on some common reasons. Some common reasons why someone bullies others. Okay, I believe I have 10. Okay, some common reasons why someone may bully others. You could get your pen, you could get paper, jot them down, parents. On a replay, you know, if you behind the scenes, I don't know, but it starts at home and we need to pay attention whether our kid is the bully, because kids come to school every day. And I'm going to do my statistics, and a certain percentage of them are bullies. They leave your home every day. They leave your home every day and go into the school with corrupt behavior and bully someone else's child or someone else's children. So it still starts at home, whether they're the bully or the bullied. They are equipped. Their equipping starts at home. Starts at home. So someone's kid is leaving the house, going to school, being a bully, and it's not cool. So parents, it starts at home. We have to pay more attention. We have to come out of the state of denial. When I was growing up, and people don't like to hear it, it wasn't all this denial. My kid this and my kid that, and ain't nobody's kid perfect. When things was way better when I was a child growing up, and we did children things as children and knew to stay in our place as children. The things that kids are doing now and the things have changed. But no child was innocent then, and no child is innocent now. They all do stuff. They leave home, they go to school. So if the teacher, the educator, whoever is telling you your child is bullying, the first thing to say is, my child is not a bully. My child wasn't doing it better. Da, 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 da. Period. It's somebody's child, because there's a million bullies in schools and they somebody's kid. So we have to stomp out bullying. Because while you denying that your child is a bully, your child is bullying someone else that have thoughts of suicide. How about that? So the denial state, we have to stomp out bullying. We must stomp out bullying. We must stomp out bullying. I'm trying to clear the picture. See that? We have to stomp it out. That's somebody's child, or someone's child could identify with that. Okay, bullying is becoming like a common thing, but it's causing problems in our youth. Behavior issues, youth are running more rancid, more and more and more and more and more. We have to get to the root, of how to stop it. It has to be stomped out. Some common reasons why someone may bully others. One, you could write it down. Pay attention. Pay attention to this, guys. Pay attention to this. Some common reasons why someone may bully others: to gain a sense of power amongst their classmates, control, power, because they don't know their work, so they're doing other stuff, looking for attention, gaining control to control whoever. They're looking for something to do, even though they don't know they work. And we might say, oh, well, they should be sitting and learning. They just not equipped. They just don't know where to begin. I mean, various reasons. Two, to get attention or to become popular. But if they knew their work and they was doing their work, but sometimes Johnny knows his work and he's still a bully. Sally knows her work and she's still a bully. So let's not misconstrue the concept of because they don't know their work, because it's not only the ones that don't know their work that are bullies. A lot of the ones that don't know their work are trying to learn. But Sally that knows her work is a bully. So that's a vice versa thing there. 3, they are scared, so they try to scare others to hide their own feelings. 4, they are unhappy and take it out on others. They are being bullied themselves. Some kids bully to get things they want. They bully to copy off someone that they admire. It happens in school. To make themselves feel better when they're feeling bad about themselves or jealous of someone else. Envy can definitely cause someone to be a bully or to bully. And that is even in adults. You pay attention to an adult bully. Pay attention to an adult bully. There's underlying envy somewhere, whether they admit it or not. They don't have to admit it. They live in denial. Okay? So envy has a big impact on bullying. Okay? So the next one is because they feel that another person is becoming more popular than they are in a group. It could be the cheerleading team, it could be the football team, it could be, you name a lot of groups in the school. And then someone gets a higher rank of seniority, or everybody seems to cling to this person, or a lot of people are taken to um, this person because of their personality or their aura or the spirit that they possess. I mean, this happens everywhere, even in churches. That's a whole nother discussion. People will feel like they gonna pick on someone for the most minute things that they could try to gear to have for themselves, but they just don't have all that within them. Forms of bullying. It comes in many forms. I've been in a church where someone call themselves praying for me, and I say call themselves praying for me because I've been in church for many years, but it was just a bullying. The tone they was talking in, what they was saying, they hold this position of no concern, but that's how they were getting their bully mentality that they possess out, through thought, through praying for me. And I witnessed them do the same thing to a different individual, saying the same bullyish stuff and tone that they was talking and saying it to me. They was saying the same thing. And it caught my attention, like, how you praying for somebody and it's such a bullyish, harsh, bullyish prayer, and then the same thing you were saying to me, you saying to them. What was that? But bullying will come out in many ways. That's just my point. That's my point. And the only thing I look at, like, dang, you have such a bullyish prayer. Like, you have such a bullyish mentality. Like, they must have been bullied when they was a kid. That's what I said. That's what I said. I couldn't think of anything else, but you know, they have a fear of many things. You getting ahead of them, you getting past them, you knowing more than them, you being smarter than them. Maybe the way you dress, they don't have what you, I mean, various reasons, but the bottom line is, and the principle of the matter is, something needs to be done about bullying. We can't save the world, but we could reach a multitude. And it needs to start somewhere. So Set Mentoring Solutions will be doing a relaunch of its strategic, structured program with a 12-month curriculum for teens, adolescents, and young adults that are falling by the wayside. And when people say, individuals, we say as a people, What are the parents doing? 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 But I will tell you something. A lot of the parents are lost with their own child. It's not like when I was growing up, we were growing up and our parents was there and disciplined and got to switch off the tree and spanked us with the switch and you knew better and that. Nowadays kids run around like they equivalent to the adults. They don't have a division, or a lot of parents ain't much older than they teenage kids. They just got out of adolescent, a few years, maybe young adulthood. They just coming out of that, going into adult. And the kids are half their age. So a lot of parents are lost. Society has changed. A lot of parents need mentoring. And that's where set mentoring solutions come in again. A lot of parents don't know how to advocate for what they need for their children. Their children don't know how to advocate for themselves. Parents don't know how to advocate for themselves. And there are many that needs assistance, advocacy. Just like their children need guidance and structure. The parents might have needed guidance, structure, balance, alignment that they didn't get. And then they had a kid and then they became a parent. And it's the same cycle around and around and around, like a revolving door. A revolving door. The one that goes. And it's jammed now. It won't stop. It's just spinning. So that's what it is. But bullying is getting to be a big thing coming out of things, and it needs to be stomped out. Now I'm going to move on to signs that your child may be a bully. It's somebody's child. It ain't mine. I don't have no little kids, and I ain't never raised no bullies. I don't condone bullying. It's not nice. It's not good. The ending piece leads to suicide. Bullying, I'm talking about. Ongoing, consistent, constant, repeated is when the effect comes in. Okay? Stomp out bullying. Everything is saying stomp out bullying, stomp out bullying, stomp out bullying. Okay? Signs that your child may be a bully. These are some pointers. Tip sheet. You could write it down. Just like we discussed some common reasons why someone may bully others. Signs that your child may be a bully. It's somebody's child. And it ain't no everybody saying that it's not their child. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. Follow. Let me inspire the letter U, the number 2. Don't follow. Subscribe. Sorry about that, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Let Me Inspire You, the letter U, and the number 2. Okay? Because eventually I am going to branch for the majority of the time from my Set Mentoring Solutions page that I would like for you all to follow, like, friend request, join, my Bridging the Gap page group, which is a group on Facebook. I would like for you all to join that, as well as follow might let me inspire you to page. Sorry, guys, I'll get it right. Everything has been a page. Channel on YouTube. Okay, and that's where you can really stay informed. But I will be collaborating on all three. But you don't want to miss events, upcoming fundraisers, free giveaways, free clothing drives, buy me events, new items, cheap rates. Everything is fundraiser, as you guys know. Starting out with a nonprofit, you have to put a lot in to your fundraising and running your program. It's not like let me get a grant. No, you better grant to be able to run your program, and then maybe they don't mind giving you something. So Set Mentoring Solutions, we will be doing a lot of fundraisers and different events, but they're still fundraisers, but it will be events, pop-up shop, just different things. But that's another session, guys. Okay, let's go into signs that your child may be a bully. Take it in stride, because it's okay. As long as it could be corrected, reverted, turned around, and that negative turned into a positive, it's okay. It's okay, educators. It's okay, parents. What's not okay if nothing is being done about it. That's what's not okay. If nothing is being done about it. Okay? So that's the point. As long as something is being done, but when nothing's being done, that's when we have to worry. The child is bullying or the child is being bullied. Okay? Does everyone agree with that? So, you can take note of this. Signs that your child may easily be the bully. Just watch for signs, Parents, watch for signs. This is for the parents right here. Don't deny it. It has to be stopped if it's your child, like I said. It is A-okay. It's okay. As long as the problem is being corrected, something's being done about it. It's fine. Okay? It's fine. First pointer. Your child has positive views towards violence. Signs that your child may be a bully. Your child has positive views towards violence. Your child is often aggressive toward parents, teachers, and other adults. Does not respect adult authority. Pay attention to that. Just with underlying signs that your child may be a bully. We all need to know. If the educators are saying it, you're not at school. If the staff is saying it, or someone interacting with your child. You're not at the school. Yes, you do know what your child does at home. And yes, your child acts this, that way, that around you. And no, your child doesn't do any of that around you or see it. You don't see it. Maybe there's no kids around. You don't know. But if they're aggressive towards you, teachers and other adults, pay attention. Your child has a need to control and dominate others and situations. That's a sign that your child may be a bully. Take it for what it is. Somebody's kid is bullying because others' kids are being bullied. Okay? Boy bullies tend to be physically stronger than their peers. Girl bullies want to win at all costs, tend to be more dramatic. Educators. Girl bullies tend to be more dramatic than their friends, and they have a mean girl streak. Okay? Hot-tempered. Your kid is hot-tempered, impulsive, and easily frustrates. Easily. Your child often tests limits, boundaries, and breaks rules. And if it's not happening at home, and the educator is telling you, parents, that your child is testing them, overstepping boundaries, and breaking the rules, take heed. Your first response shouldn't be, or it could be, oh, well, he doesn't do it at home, but that doesn't deny the fact that it is happening in school at all. Parents of today, you need to take heed more to the educators when they are trying to enlighten you about your child, and your gut will let you know about them if in fact it's not so, and vice versa. Your child is good at talking their way out of difficult and tense situations, educators. Even when they wrong and, the educator lets the parent know, and they get in the car with the parent or on the way home or on the walk home, they are talking their way out of a paper bag with no eyes ripped out, persuading the parent down. And especially if it's a parent that's in denial of their child's behavior. Okay? Last sign that your child may be a bully: your child shows little sympathy towards others who are being bullied. Little sympathy towards others that are being bullied. Okay? And for that, there's a lot more But I am going to stop there, and I will pick up on next session. Stop bullying. If it's not stomping out bullying, bullying frenzy. Stomp out bullying. Now we will go to stopbullying.gov. This is what, excuse me guys, something is hurting my ears. Let's see. A little better. This is what the government is saying. A little bit of what the government says about bullying. Okay, warning signs for bullying. Warning signs for bullying. There are many warning signs that may indicate someone is affected by bullying, either by being bullied or either bullying others. Like I said earlier, it has an effect both ways. The bully has an issue, and the bullied has a problem. Or the bullied has an issue and the bully has a problem. Yeah, think that sounds more like it, right? The bully has a problem, and the bully now has an issue. Recognizing the warning signs is an important first step in taking action against bullying. Not all children who are bullied or are bullying others ask for help. It is important to talk with your children who show signs of being bullied or bullying others. So I went over the signs that your child may be a bully. Pay attention to that. If your child seems to lean in that category, because there's bullies and there are the bullied. So on this side is bullies, and on this side it's who they're bullying. Somebody's a bully. Because if there were no bullies, there would be no bullying. It is important to talk with your children who show signs of being bullied or bullying others. These warning signs can also point to other issues or problems, such as depression or substance abuse. Okay? Now, we talked about signs that your child may be a bully. I am going to now jump into the signs of a child that is being bullied. Okay? Look for changes in the child. However, be aware that not all children who are bullied exhibit signs. It could be a silent thing. It could be a silent mental issue that developed. And everything could be silent. And then one day, you know what you never knew. Pay attention to your children, parents. Whether they're the bully or the bullied, because either and both end up in situations or can. Some signs that may point to a bullying problem. And remember, we're on signs a child is being bullied. First one, unexplainable injuries. Sometimes bullies like to inflict pain on the person they're bullied, scratch them, pinch them, stab them with a pencil, pull their hair, cut their hair, rip their clothes, anything, right on their clothes, anything. It could be a multitude of things. Unexplainable injuries. Pay attention to if your kid always have a scratch or whatever and they never know. I don't know how I got that. I don't know this and this and that. They scared to tell on the bully. They are afraid to tell on the big bad bully. Have to stop it. Your child has lost or destroyed clothing, books, electronics, or jewelry. Now all of a sudden, it got to be all of a sudden, because the bullying wasn't going on all the time. So it has to be all of a sudden. The bullying was not going on all the time. So then that means that all of a sudden, the clothes are getting messed up, they're getting ripped, they're writing on them, whatever, they pop the butt, anything. Books are lost, jewelry's missing, what have you. The bully's taking it or breaking it one. Your child is having frequent headaches or frequent stomach aches. Headache is not the norm. Grown-ups, educators, youth, teens, adolescents, and kids, if you are suffering with a headache, just know that headaches are not the norm. So it needs to be checked out. There's an underlying issue or an underlying problem, and it needs to be checked out. If your child is always coming and saying, my head hurt, my head hurt, my head hurt, don't say, oh, just go lay down. Oh, maybe you hungry. Oh, go fix you a sandwich. Oh, this and that. Say, how was your day? What went on? Is everything okay at school? What did y'all do today? Strike up conversations, like get into it with your child. Because the more they're able to open up and tell you about what the bully does every day to them, they're able to overcome it. Because this is constant, it's ongoing, it's consistent. So it becomes a thorn and a burden and something hard to bear. Because every day your child leaves home happy, not happy, maybe not. Or maybe they want to be happy. And then the bully comes to school. And the day your child comes home happy, the bully was absent. Bad business. And it no longer takes a village to raise a child. It now takes an army. So the army must begin to be built. And actions taken have to start somewhere. School is going on now. School is 5 days a week. And because of bullying, some kids don't even make it that Monday because they omitted themselves from the earth, the world, because of the bully. Who's your child? Who's your child? But your child disconnected themselves completely. So between your kid, for your kid, it has to be done right. Something needs to be done. So Set Mentoring Solutions is looking to collaborate with PG County Schools, as that is the sector, the immediate sector, and standing of the city of Laurel as our pilot location, and then going out and abroad. The main focus of Set Mentoring Solutions is to mentor be a turnaround program, advocacy, mentorship for teens, adolescents, young adults, and young parents, to teach and enhance the abilities to be able to strategically parent your children. Okay? So, we touched on the frequent headaches or stomach aches. Hey, pay attention. Parents, if your child has a change in their eating habits, like now all of a sudden they're suddenly skipping meals or they're binge eating, your kids may come home from school hungry because they didn't eat lunch. I'll give you a scenario of that. Hey, your kid could be eligible for free lunch, right? But if Donovan wants little Joey's lunch because it's something good, and Donovan is the bully, and Joey is the bully, Donovan has already let Joey know, oh, we having fried chicken today. I want yours. And I want your mashed potatoes too. And you already know you giving me your juice, because I take that every day. And we having watermelon, so I want that. You could have the peas and carrots that little Joey doesn't like. So now lunch was served at 11:15 in school. Little Joey does not get out of school until 2:50. And then with having to ride the bus, he may not get home until 3:20. So he's been hungry since lunch, maybe before lunch. Did he eat breakfast when he left home? Or did he eat breakfast when he got to school? Parents, get into your children, because if they're not eating breakfast at home and there's a bully meeting them after school and they taking their breakfast, hello, and they're hungry to lunch, and then the bully takes the lunch, And then, God forbid, they get home and ain't no food in the house, which they being bullied at school, and then when they get home, it's still a form of neglect. They are damn near starving. Something has to be done and consistent with bullying and set mentoring solutions. No, we cannot do it all. But we will step up to partake in something being done as a relaunch. Your child have difficulty sleeping or frequent nightmares. They're up all night, half the night, playing the game all night. And then, I'm not talking about teenagers, they like to do it, but it may not be playing the game. They just toss and turn because they're thinking about how torturing their day was. And they have to go possibly face the bully again tomorrow. Okay? Or if they make it to sleep, they're having nightmares waking up out of their sleep. Because it's the bully, the bully, the bully, 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 bully that needs to be stomped out. We have to stomp out bullying. Okay? The last one is declining grades, loss of interest in schoolwork, or not even wanting to go to school at all. How many of you parents experience that? The child is waking up, their head hurt, they got a stomach ache. They don't want to go to school today. They just don't want to go to school today. They don't want to go. Parents, pay attention. Pay attention to your children. We must stomp out bullying. And I am going to stop there where I covered warning signs for bullying and signs that a child may be being bullied. Okay? I have more topics to touch on in this category, but I will do it on the next session. We are still in stopbullying.gov. And now I am going to elaborate a little bit on the effects of bullying. The effects. How your child is affected by a bully that is affected. So they're both suffering in one way or another. Okay? Effects of bullying. Bullying can affect everyone. Those who are bullied, those who bully, and I just said it goes both ways. The bully is affected, the bullied is affected, and even those who witness bullying. So again, parents, if you have a child in school, get in touch with them, speak to them, because just that innocent child that's not bullying, or that child that's not being bullied, but just witnessing bullying, they're affected, or they can be. Bullying is linked to many negative outcomes, including impacts on mental health, substance abuse. Suicide is your number one. Your number one. Educators, social workers, therapists, parents. It takes an army now. You need help with your child. in school, whether they are the bully, whether they're being bullied, or whether they're witnessing it. If they have balance, this day and time, you need support. So never turn it down. If you feel your child can benefit from a mentor, stay tuned for the date of the relaunch. Okay? It is important to talk to kids to determine whether bullying or something else is their concern. Kids who are bullied, okay? We're going to move on to kids who are bullied. Kids who are bullied can experience negative, physical, social, emotional, academic, and mental health issues. Okay? Kids who are bullied are more likely to experience. It's serious, it's severe. Can experience depression, anxiety, increased feelings of sadness, loneliness, changes in sleep, as I've mentioned earlier, and eating patterns, as I've mentioned earlier. But now the government, straight from the government, taps in on the same thing because the statistics of what it is does not change. Okay? So, they can lose interest in activities that they used to enjoy. Pay attention to their shift. They no longer want to, they loved soccer practice, but they play better than Joey. So Joey has been bullying them at practice. You don't understand, parent, how your child loved soccer practice. And now they don't want to go anymore. They play better than a bully, and now they're being bullied and they lost interest. Okay? These issues may persist into adulthood. They have health complaints. Something is always hurting. This hurt, that hurt, this hurt, that hurt. A lot of things hurt: not to go to school, not to go to practice, not to be associated with the school life, just many different things. And parents, I'll speak to you. Pay attention to your children. I can attest that my daughter suffered not wanting to be in this anymore, not wanting to go to school anymore, and all of this because she was literally being bullied by an educator. Believe me when I tell you, she was being bullied by an educator. She didn't want to go to school. I had to take it to higher levels. She developed separation anxiety, severe anxiety. Perfect, no problems as far as those categories. I had to put her in therapy for that. She had to be medicated for that because the educator was the bully. So now you imagine your child being bullied either by a school, an educator that they have to be taught by daily, or a student that they have to face. It's not cool. There needs to be something done about bullying overall, period. I'm going to pull up the statistics on the suicides that were inflicted because of bullying. Okay? Decreased academic achievement. Pay attention, parents. It's not beat your kids with a stick or get the belt and beat them because their grades dropped, or you're acting like you ashamed because your kid doesn't have a 3.0 anymore or whatever. But in my book, really, for real, kids struggle, and we cannot signify their ability. And their ability is not ours or what we expect or the grade level that we expect them to get. But outside of that, if suddenly the grades are dropping, it's easy that they could be being bullied. GPA and standardized test scores are dropping low. And school participation, they're not interested. They are more likely, your bullied child becomes more likely to miss, skip, or just completely drop out of school. Just give up. Just give up. Drop out. When they was academically inclined, bullying caused them to become academically declined. There's no more incline. No more up. They're going down. Okay? And keep in mind that a very small number of bullied children might retaliate. They might retaliate through extremely violent measures. Okay? But hear this. In 12 of 15 school shooting cases, look at the year. In the 1990s, and we're in 2023. Food for thought. It was 12 out of 15 shooting cases in the 1990s, guys. And we're in the 2000s, the 20s, the 2023. Not the 1990, 2023, the 2000s, the 2000, 2023. So you had 12 to 15 school shooting cases in the 1990s. And out of those 12 of 15 school shooting cases in the 90s, the shooters had a history of being bullied. Now do the math today. Do the math today. 43 years, 50 years. What does this, the statistics look like today? There has to be something done moving forward as much as we can, coming together and bridging this gap on bullying. Bridging the gap on bullying. Period. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. And, a lot of the kids that witness bullying, they're nothing but bystanders. And I spoke on the bystanders, so when you see bystanders come up on the screen, that was it. Bystanders. Just the bystanders. A bystander, innocent, what do you often hear? Innocent bystander, right? Innocent bystander. Okay? So I'm going to touch on just two topics, two more, and then the remainder will be for an earlier session because it is late. I scheduled this since 5:15 today, and it is now 1:15 in the morning, but I was determined to get it done. Replays will be available. I have to move in my order. Even with delay, I wasn't denied. And that's the best thing about it. So now let's focus on how to prevent bullying. Okay, parents, school staff, and other caring adults, you all have a role to play in preventing bullying, says the government. Okay? He said it. I said it before, but I'm telling you what the government says. I said this already, right? But anyway, how to prevent bullying. Parents, school staff, and other caring adults, you have roles in preventing bullying. You can help kids to understand bullying, talk about what bullying is, how to stand up to it safely. Tell kids bullying is unacceptable. Make sure kids know how to get help. Keep the lines of communication open. Check in with kids often, as I mentioned. Listen to them. Know their friends. Ask about school. I said that I always ask my kids about school. And understand their concerns. Encourage kids to do what they love. Special activities, like I said, they become withdrawing. They're no longer in tune with the activities. Make sure they engage in their hobbies. Hobbies can boost their confidence as well. Help kids make friends. A lot of our kids lack social skills. Help them develop the social skills. Don't just say, oh, they just bad. And even parents do this. Oh, you the worst kid, and oh, you bad, and oh, you this, that. Not as a child. We don't do that. You meet them where they are, and you string them along the way. Educators, the new school year started. You getting, especially kindergarten, first grade teachers, educators, you getting some students that's never been in school before. But then the first thing is, oh, I can't take this kid. Oh, I'm about to retire. Oh, I'm about to do this. For one, you're not meeting them where they are. You're meeting them with high expectations of the way you feel. And I'll say this as having been an educator in Spade for 18 years. I know what I've witnessed. I started as a lunch recess monitor, and unfortunately, I had to retire early. but I retired as a paraeducator in a special center. Okay, so with the educators, I mean, it does start at home, but when they come into your classroom, when they enter into the school that you work in, whatever your criteria of your job is, that's what you need to be doing. Whatever you need to implement for little Johnny, little Sally, then you need to be implementing a strategic outline. But that will come in another session. This is why Set Mentoring Solutions is geared strategically to implement structured, strategic mentoring programs within our schools that are then run by trained, knowledgeable staff. That's what the focus is. To eliminate, to be a preventative, to be a turnaround program, and mostly successfully and satisfactorily complete an elimination process to stomp out bullying. Period. It is what it is. Okay? Model how to treat others with kindness and respect. How to prevent bullying. I just went over a small outline. I'm going to jump into helping kids understand bullying. Okay? Kids who know what bullying is can better identify it. They can talk about bullying if it happens to them or others. Kids need to know ways to safely stand up to bullying and how to get help. Encourage kids to speak to a trusted adult, not the educator that's the bully in a school or the staff that has a bullying mentality. You have to hear the child, not, okay, go sit down, Johnny, you always say. No, someone in the class is bullying him. As the educator, you're in charge of my child. When they come and sit in your room, address the problem correctly. Because we all play a valid role in stomping out bullying. So when you send that child to sit back down and you tired of hearing that child, and the minute that child goes sit down, the child is getting pinched. And when the child go home and the parent is saying, where did this red mark come from? The child's not going to say, I've been being pinched all day in school. Now the mother's trying to figure out the problem. Help kids understand bullying. Kids who know what bullying is can better identify. They can talk about bullying if it happens to them or others. Kids need to know ways to safely stand up to bullying and how to get help. Encourage kids to speak to a trusted adult if they are bullied or see others. If they see others, they're not a tattletale. We all play a role in stomping out bullying. All hands on deck. So when the teacher says, oh, you're nothing but a tattletale. All you do is run up here telling. Every time you raise your hand, you telling. Because every time he put his hand down, he's watching Sally be bullied. When Sally's scared to open her mouth and tell you, but this child has enough bravery and courage because this child's parent already taught them what it's about and what should transpire as far as it goes. So they're the brave child or student to tell you, and you keep making them put their hand down, sit down. Okay? So they have to be able to speak to a trusted adult. The adult should be able to give comfort, support, and advice. Even if they can't solve that problem directly, the problem is not unsolvable. The problem can and will be solved if the right measurements are taken. Encourage the child to report bullying instead of calling them a tattletale. Because if their parents are teaching them to report it, and then the educator in school, every time they try to say something, they telling them, be quiet, shut your mouth, put your hand down, you a tattletale, educators. They're confused like Hell. Okay? Talk about how to stand up to kids who bully. And I'm going to stop there. And there's more to the topics. Okay? I am going to go into set mentoring solutions a little more. Set mentoring solutions is a strategic, structured program that consists of a 12-month curriculum. Let me try something, guys. It says that my headsets are not, they glowing in the dark. It says that my headset's glow in the dark. Let's see. Hold up. Let's see. Okay, guys. Let's see. I'm going to try to keep the light on. It's on me, but anyway. Set mentoring solutions. Okay, actually, I was saying, and it consists of a 12-month curriculum. Set mentoring solutions has a focus to collaborate, possibly through memorandum of understanding with Prince George's County Public Schools. Set mentoring solutions also has a focus to collaborate with the Juvenile Justice Division as an elimination program, as a turnaround program, as a preventative to correct the problem, not chastise or reprimand. And this child is not getting what they need to eliminate the problem. What does it amount to? What does it really amount to? So this is where set mentoring solutions come in. I've spoken to the Prince George's County Community Service Program, and I kind of introduced and shared my program with them. And in return, I was told that my program was really needed. Strategic. The strategicness of my program is needed. So with that being said, I'm looking to collaborate with PG County Schools Juvenile Justice Division and our fallen by the wayside youth that are in the foster care system, I'm looking to collaborate with the foster care system. That's a lot of our bullies. That's a lot of our dropouts. That's a lot of hours. And like I said, it's no longer a village to raise that child. Parents take heed, it takes an army. And your child may be one that needs that army. So, Set Mentoring Solutions will be doing a launch. Hopefully the date is still set for October 21st. We will be doing advertisements. The launch will consist of explanation of Set Mentoring Solutions. It will be a sign up. During that launch, my daughter will be launching her big sister, big brother program, Rebirth Youth. At that same time, that program will service teens, I believe between the ages of 13 and 19 years of age. She will be launching her program, and I will be relaunching CMS, which is Set Mentoring Solutions. I look forward to collaborating with many, as well as I look forward to Rebirth Youth collaborating with many. We're looking for a big turnout. We are looking to expand. Most importantly, follow my Let Me Inspire You, the letter U. Let me inspire. I need you to follow my YouTube channel, which is in blue on the screen. Let me inspire you too, as well as bridging the gap. Okay? Follow, like. I don't know what it asks to do. Set Mentoring Solutions, which is the mentoring page for Set Mentoring Solutions. There is where you will find a lot of updates, a lot of happenings, a lot of different things going on. Let Me Inspire You is where you will find everything, and Bridging the Gap is a great informational page. Very informational in the capacity of events taking place, local events within the city of Laurel, the community of Prince George's County. A lot of parents are struggling. I mean, with the pandemic, a lot fell. Even myself, we fell. We haven't been able to pick ourselves up. Parents, if you are in need of rental assistance, and you're facing an eviction and you already received court papers or a sheriff notice, there is information on Bridging the Gap in the group on Facebook. There's other information. I mean, I post things regarding food giveaways, essential giveaways. I will be posting free clothing drives. I will be doing free clothing drives for interviews, just a lot of different things between Set Mentoring Solutions page on Facebook and Bridging the Gap group on Facebook. Okay? But most importantly, follow, I'm not sure if Rebirth Youth has a page yet on social media, but updates will come through. All updates will come through Let Me Inspire You Too. So please, if you have not liked my YouTube channel, like that now so you can stay tuned, stay abreast. I thank all of you who watched, who came in, who was enlightened, who was inspired, who got something out of this, who may need a mentor for I don't know, glowing dog. Who may need a mentor for your child who's dealing with some issues, whether it be behavioral, developmental, intellectual, absent parent household, low self-esteem. I mean, whatever the case may be, between Set Mentoring Solutions and Rebirth Youth, we're here to service your youth. We're here to strategically get the job done. Again, I want to thank all of you for coming in and being with us.
Awesome!
And until next time, guys, until next session, I will keep streaming. This is my first stream, so I will keep streaming, and I know I'm new to this, so, you know, my audience I know will grow. It is enlightening. It is positive growth. It is growth mindset, and it is focused around the youth. I look forward to collaborating with many in city council and city government and PG County government and, you know, parks and planning, parks and rec, uh, county executive, just many, many, many different individuals that I would like to connect with that I can collaborate with in regards to Set Mentoring Solutions. So until next time, guys. Until next time, you take care. And I can't say enjoy your evening, but I know everyone's not asleep at 1:37 a.m., especially if I'm not. But I've been trying to set this on schedule since 5:15 this evening. And I was interrupted and rescheduled for 8:50. And the rain and the wind and the wind and the rain was so bad that the Wi-Fi was just in and out, in and out, in and out. So I didn't even bother. I set it again for, that's when, did I set it for 10:50? I don't know. Something went wrong. When the Wi-Fi, I don't even know. But nevertheless, I came on and I shared the information that I have to share, guys. Until next time, be the best that you can be. from Set Mentoring Solutions. Let me inspire you too.